Most business owners, most professionals I talk to, they assume that real success, like genuine success, means working more, just clocking in more hours.
Oh, absolutely. That's the default thinking, isn't it?
Yeah.
That the path to, getting rich is just this relentless grinding effort. Exhausting.
But the whole idea we're diving into today, it just flips that completely on its head. You won't get rich simply by working more.
Exactly. You get rich by using the right tools. Tools that let you work less strategically, but actually achieve way more output, better results.
Welcome to the deep dive. Look, we get it. The AI world right now, it's kind of chaotic. It's confusing. There's just so much hype, so many big promises flying around. It can feel overwhelming.
Totally.
So our mission today is really specific. We're acting as your filter. We're going to cut through all that noise and focus on 12 specific, truly actionable tools. Tools that actually save you time, boost your efficiency, and give your business, well, an immediate edge.
Think of this as your shortcut, a way to get informed fast about AI you can actually use.
So let's lay out the roadmap for everyone.
Okay, so we're going to start with tools that focus on, like, invisible productivity and automating the background stuff, making things smoother. Then we'll pivot pretty hard into rapid development, building things fast and really accelerating your sales cycle, getting leads faster.
And finally?
Finally, we'll look at some breakthroughs in content creation, getting your voice out there, and also some tools for high-level strategic thinking, like having an AI partner.
Okay, let's kick things off. Segment 1, we're starting by tackling maybe one of the most annoying little problems in remote work these days.
Which is?
The intrusive meeting bot. Like fireflies or Otter or whatever, suddenly popping into your Zoom call. It just feels awkward for everyone, clients, your team.
It really does. It puts up this little privacy barrier.
Yeah.
Sometimes people aren't as honest when they know a bot is listening in, recording everything.
Exactly.
And that's why the first tool, Granola.ai, is such a game changer. It's basically a secret meeting note taker.
Secret? How so?
Well, Granola doesn't actually join the meeting as, like, another participant showing up in the list.
Oh.
It uses the local audio directly from your computer.
So it's completely invisible to clients or even your own team members if you don't tell them.
Completely invisible. And that invisibility, that's key. It fosters trust, lets people talk more candidly.
Makes sense.
But what it does with that audio is even better. It has basically 3 great functions. First, it cleverly combines the full transcript of the meeting with the key points you actually typed out during the call.
Oh, interesting. So it merges like human curation with the AI transcript.
Precisely. A smart hybrid, like you said. Second, it becomes this permanent second brain for all your meetings. You can search across months, maybe years of conversations later.
How would you use that?
You could ask it something like, show me all the meetings where we discuss pricing for the new product. And boom, it pulls up just those relevant bits instantly. Super powerful recall.
Wow. Okay. And the third thing?
No awkward bots. That privacy aspect is just a lifesaver for sensitive discussions.
Okay, so that's individual productivity in meetings. Let's zoom out a bit. How do we make sure those insights or just general tasks flew smoothly across the whole company? That takes us to automation, right?
Yeah, and specifically N8N. This is where automation gets, well, smarter because AI can now inject actual decision-making into the workflow. It's not just dumb triggers anymore.
Explain that a bit more. What does N8N actually do?
Think of it like building a really sophisticated water pipe system for your business data and tasks.
Okay.
N8N lets you connect all sorts of different software tools together. So one action in System A, say a new customer signs up, can automatically trigger 5 different necessary actions in Systems B, C, D, E, and F.
Like updating the CRM, sending a welcome email, adding them to a specific list, notifying the account manager, that kind of thing.
Exactly, that kind of thing. The big goal here is freeing up your team. Let them focus on the high-value stuff, talking to customers, solving complex problems, not just clicking the same 5 buttons over and over again.
Right. Get rid of the repetitive busy work.
Now, we should be clear about the technical side here.
Yeah.
N8N is powerful, but it's maybe more for the pro user, someone who wants, full control and deep customization.
So what if that sounds a bit intimidating? Are there easier options?
Definitely. If N8N seems like too much, Make.com is a great middle ground. It's very visual, drag-and-drop interface, easier to grasp. But honestly, for most small businesses just starting with automation, Zapier is still probably the go-to. It's the oldest, it's generally the easiest to use, and it connects to almost everything. It's a fantastic starting point.
Okay, quick question then on Granola. Since it is so private, completely invisible, How does that actually change the way you approach documenting, say, really sensitive internal meetings or client calls?
Yeah, it shifts your focus entirely. You stop worrying about the bot's presence and just capture those rich hybrid insights, human and AI, without that privacy friction. Hmm. Okay, let's shift gears. Let's talk about building stuff. Products, apps. Historically, right, if you had a cool app idea, you were looking at months of development, big costs, long feedback cycles.
Yeah, that's often where great ideas die, frankly. Startups run out of cash or momentum just waiting for the tech to get built.
Precisely.
Mm.
Which is why the next tool, Lovable.dev, is so interesting. It basically throws that old model out the window.
How?
It lets users build a functional working application just by typing commands. And get this in any language, English, Spanish, Vietnamese, whatever.
Seriously, just typing.
Just typing. Let's use the bakery example from some source material. Imagine you run a local bakery.
Okay, Happy Bakery.
Right. You could type
Yes.
something like, create a professional one-page ordering website for Happy Bakery showing our 6 best-selling cakes.
And it just builds it.
It starts building it. Then you add more commands like, okay, now add a shopping cart and integrate payment processing through Momo or maybe a bank transfer.
Wow. And how long does that take?
According to the source, you could have a functional live website ready to take orders in under 10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's insane compared to the old way. No developers, no back and forth on design mock-ups.
You've essentially bypassed that entire traditional development bottleneck.
Okay, but here's the critical part, right? The why. Why does this matter so much?
Speed. Pure and simple speed. It becomes a massive competitive advantage. While your competitor down the street is maybe waiting 2 or 3 weeks just to get a quote back from a developer or for the developer to even start.
You've already launched.
You've launched. You're testing your idea today. You're getting real customer feedback, seeing what works, what doesn't, maybe even taking orders.
Instantly. That iteration cycle collapses from weeks or months down to minutes or hours.
Exactly. Learn fast, adapt fast.
Okay, so you've built your product super fast with Lovable. Now you need to sell it. And sell it fast. This brings us to tool number 4, your Atlas.
Atlas. Think of this as your 200-4/7 AI sales representative.
An AI sales rep, how does that work?
It tackles that critical moment right after someone shows interest. A lead comes in, maybe fills out a form on your new Lovable website.
Right.
Atlas can instantly call that potential customer. We're talking within 60 seconds.
Whoa, okay. An AI calls them. Does it sound like an AI?
Apparently, it sounds incredibly natural. The source author tested it, and people often don't realize they're not talking to a human.
And what does it do on the call?
It qualifies them, asks the basic questions. It can handle some initial objections or questions, and if they seem like a good fit, it books a meeting directly onto a human sales rep's calendar. And it works around the clock, 200-4/7.
The crucial thing here, and sales folks know this, is the speed to lead rule, right?
Absolutely critical. When someone's actively searching for a solution, they are red hot right now.
If you wait even an hour to call them back.
They've likely already Googled again, found 3 of your competitors, and maybe even spoken to one of them. You lost the advantage.
Atlas solves that classic problem of the lead coming in at like 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning when no one's working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It engages them immediately while your product is still top of mind for them. It keeps the momentum going.
Okay, let me push back slightly here, maybe play devil's advocate like you did. If you can launch an app in just 10 minutes with Lovable, is that immediate speed advantage maybe, I don't know, overshadowed by potential concerns about long-term quality or scalability or robustness? Is it really a genuine edge?
Yeah, that's fair. But the edge isn't just about having a perfect finished product in 10 minutes. It's about the learning. That speed allows for immediate market validation. You find out if the core idea even works before you sink tons of resources into perfecting the code. It's about failing faster, cheaper, and smarter.
All right, let's shift again. Now we're talking about presence, content creation, getting your message out there consistently, which, let's be honest, demands constant output. It can be exhausting.
It really can. Which leads us perfectly into tool number 5. ElevenLabs.
ElevenLabs. I've heard a lot about this one. Voice cloning, right?
Yes, and according to the source, it's hands down one of the absolute best out there right now. The quality is apparently so good, so perfect, that people genuinely cannot tell the difference between the clone and the original speaker.
Wow. And setting it up, is it complicated?
Nope. Apparently, you just need about a 5-minute clean recording of your voice.
Yeah?
That's it. Upload that, and it builds your digital voice model.
5 minutes. Okay, so what can you do with this perfect voice clone?
The efficiency it unlocks is pretty amazing. The source highlights 3 immediate use cases.
Okay.
First, Content correction.
Meaning,
Let's say you recorded a video or a podcast and you realize later you misspoke. You said the wrong number or fumbled a sentence.
ugh, happens all the time. Usually means re-recording that whole section, right? Setting up the mic again.
Exactly.
Painful. But with ElevenLabs, you just type out the correct sentence, generate the audio using your voice clone, and seamlessly swap that little bit of audio into your existing recording. Done. No studio time needed.
That alone is huge.
What else? Second, faster creation. Think about all the different platforms, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. They all need slightly different content, different lengths.
Yeah, tailoring content takes forever.
Right. So now you can just write the scripts for all those variations, feed them to ElevenLabs, and it generates all that diverse content in your voice without you having to physically record for hours and hours.
You record once for the sample, then just type.
Pretty much. And the third use case, turning old blog posts into podcasts. Just copy the text from a blog post, paste it into ElevenLabs, and boom, instant podcast episode read in your voice. You just created a whole new audio asset from existing text.
Okay, that's incredibly efficient for audio. What about video? Especially for people who maybe aren't comfortable on camera or just don't have the time. Great question. That brings us to tool number 6. Hey, Jen. This tool essentially creates your AI stunt double for video.
A stunt double, like an avatar.
Exactly. An AI avatar, a digital version of yourself. It's perfect for leaders who maybe feel awkward on camera or, like you said, just don't have hours to set up lights and record video.
So how does HeyGen work?
You type the script, you choose an avatar, maybe one that looks like you or maybe just a professional-looking stock avatar.
Yeah.
You choose a voice, and you can even use the voice you just cloned with ElevenLabs.
Ah, connecting the tools. Nice.
Right. And then you hit export, and HeyGen generates a ready-to-post video with the avatar speaking your script in the chosen voice.
Okay, let's be real though. These AI avatars, sometimes they look a bit off, like uncanny valley territory.
Yeah, we have to acknowledge that. Does it look a little weird sometimes right now? Maybe. The source admits that. But the tech is improving incredibly fast.
So the power isn't necessarily perfect realism today?
Not yet. Maybe. The real power today is the sheer volume and speed. You could potentially create 5 different personalized, professional-looking video messages while you're literally sleeping. That kind of scale for brand presence, that's the game changer.
Thinking about that visual oddity though, what do you think is the biggest practical barrier for businesses really jumping in and adopting these AI avatars widely right now?
Speed. You know, honestly, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. Even just getting text AI to consistently follow instructions, it's not always perfect.
That visual slight oddity, it's really just temporary. It's getting better so fast it'll likely disappear as a major concern soon. The real hurdle is probably just mindset, accepting the current good enough quality to get the speed and scale benefits now.
Yeah. Okay, let's move up a level. Sometimes the biggest bottleneck in a business isn't just doing the work, it's getting unstuck on a really big, tough decision. Strategy stuff.
Yeah, analysis paralysis, or just feeling alone with a major choice.
Exactly. And that's where tool number 7, ChatGPT voice mode, comes in. I actually use this quite a bit. Think of it as a hands-free coach.
Voice mode, so you talk to it.
Yeah. Put in your earphones, go for a walk, clear your head, and just talk through the problem privately with the AI. It can act like a business coach, a therapist sometimes, a strategy helper. And it's available 24/7 whenever you're stuck.
But how do you get real value out of that? Isn't it just like chatting?
You have to be structured about it. The source lays out a really good 5-step method. First, set the rules. Tell the AI, okay, I want you to challenge my assumptions. Act like my mentor. Keep asking me probing questions. Don't let it just agree with you.
Okay, set the stage. What's next?
Second, give context. Be specific. Don't just say, my business isn't doing well. Say, look, I have a small coffee shop in this specific neighborhood. My marketing budget is only 5 million VND per month. We aren't getting enough new customers walking in the door. Real details.
Got it. Context is key. Step 3.
Third, you have to answer its questions honestly. Give it the real numbers, the real situation, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable. The AI needs data to help.
Makes sense. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. Fourth, get solutions. Don't just let it talk theory. Ask for concrete actions. Give me 5 specific low-cost marketing tactics I could try right now.
Okay, actionable ideas. And the last step.
Fifth, rank the options. Once it gives you ideas, you work with it to rank them based on your actual goals, your budget constraints, your timeline, which one gives the best bang for the buck right now.
So that structured approach really elevates it from just a chatbot to a genuine critical thinking partner.
Absolutely. It forces you to clarify your own thinking.
That kind of strategic depth leads perfectly into tool number 8, precision.Co. This one tackles the huge problem most businesses have with data.
Oh, yeah. The data nightmare.
Right. 3 core problems usually. 1, they don't even know which numbers they should be looking at, the key performance indicators or KPIs. 2, even if they know the KPIs, they don't know what good actually looks like for their specific industry or size. Are my numbers okay? Terrible. Amazing.
And the third, maybe the biggest problem. Even if they know a number is bad, they have no idea how to fix it. What levers do I pull?
Exactly. And Precision aims to solve all 3 of those problems, basically without needing complex dashboards.
How does it do that?
It's simple. According to the source, Precision gives every leader just 2 things every single morning at 8 a.m. First, the handful of absolutely crucial KPIs that matter right now. Second, and this is the key part, 1 clear, specific action they can take today to improve those numbers.
One action, not a 50-page report analyzing everything.
No dashboards, no complex reports, just here's your most important number and here's the single most impactful thing you can do about it right now. Clarity in action.
That's powerful, cutting through the noise.
Okay, so we've got strategic thinking covered, data clarity covered. What about managing the actual day-to-day complexity? The operations, the admin, the stuff that bogs everyone down.
For that, we turn to tool number 9, Fixer.ai. Think of Fixer as your modern AI-powered chief of staff.
An AI chief of staff, what does that entail?
It's designed to handle things like your calendar, communicating with vendors, doing follow-ups on tasks, the kind of coordination work that often falls on the founder or key managers.
How does it know how to do those things? Our business has specific ways we handle vendors or schedule meetings.
That's the core of it. Fixer is built to integrate and learn your SOPs, your standard operating procedures.
Our playbooks, the manuals that define how we do things.
Exactly. Fixer is designed to become the institutional memory of your company. If it knows your rules, your processes, your policies, it can act on your behalf following those rules.
So how do you set it up? How do you teach it?
It's a process. First, you upload all your playbooks, manuals, SOPs, policy documents, everything that defines how we do things here. Second, you give it access to your inbox so it can see incoming requests and tasks.
Okay.
Then it starts working. Each week, you review a summary. It shows you all the tasks it handled successfully based on the SOPs. But critically, it also shows you the unrouted tasks, the things it couldn't figure out from the existing rule.
The exceptions.
Right, and that's your teaching moment. You look at those exceptions, clarify the rule or create a new one, and basically teach Fixer how to handle it next time.
So for example, if a customer emails asking, what's your refund policy?
Fixer finds the refund policy SOP you uploaded, reads it, and drafts a precise reply based exactly on your company's official policy. It might present it for your approval initially, but over time, it handles more and more autonomously.
Okay, tying this together, what do you see as the greatest potential impact, maybe long-term, of having an AI partner like Fixer that knows all your procedures and can assist with strategic decisions like ChatGPT voice?
The potential impact. 2-sec silence. Whoa. I mean, imagine scaling that. Imagine applying your company's core logic consistently across, I don't know, a billion different queries or operational tasks or even strategic micro decisions. The sheer scale and consistency, the ceiling just kind of disappears, doesn't it?
Yeah, it provides that critical thinking support 24/7, like you said with ChatGPT, but also ensures that the execution follows the rules, follows the strategy every single time, making the best ideas surface faster and actually get implemented correctly. Okay, we've covered thinking strategically, executing efficiently, but now we have to communicate that strategy effectively, both internally and externally. That brings us to tool number 10, Gamma.app.
Gamma. This one's about visual communication.
Exactly. Gamma is designed to turn ideas, words, even complex strategies into really engaging visual content. We're talking slides, documents, even simple web pages.
And the core idea behind it is super important. Humans learn visually. We engage with pictures and structure, not just walls of text.
You nailed it. Think about the classic Google Docs problem.
Oh, I know this one well. You spend weeks crafting the perfect quarterly strategy document.
Pour your heart and soul into it.
And then you present it in a meeting by just sharing the Google Doc.
Yeah.
And everyone's eyes just glaze over. They're bored, they're distracted, they scroll ahead.
It's painful because the content might be brilliant, but the format kills engagement. Gamma fixes that.
That's the idea. It takes that same dense text content and automatically converts it into a visually appealing slide-by-slide presentation with pictures, with
Yeah.
structure, something that actually demands attention and keeps people focused.
How does it work? Do you need design skills?
Not really. You mainly use its generate function. You give it a clear prompt, kind of like with ChatGPT, for instance.
Yeah.
Make a presentation about the 5 best benefits of morning exercise.
Okay.
Then you add details. Make sure to include benefits like better energy, improved mental health, and better sleep quality.
Yeah.
Use images that are bright and positive. Gamma then builds the layout, finds relevant graphics, and structures the slides for you.
And you can export it.
Yeah, export as a PDF, PowerPoint, or even publish it directly as a web page. Make sharing super easy.
Okay, that's communicating out. What about capturing and sharing knowledge within the company, especially the founder's unique knowledge?
Right. This leads to Tool 11, Buddy Pro AI. This tackles a massive vulnerability in many companies. So much valuable knowledge, experience, and philosophy resides only inside the founder's head.
Yeah, the bus factor. What happens if the founder isn't available?
Exactly. Buddy Pro aims to solve this by becoming your company's brain.
A company brain. What does that mean practically?
It means anyone on your team can ask Buddy Pro a question about strategy, about company values, about how to handle a specific situation and get the answer that you, the founder, would give, based on your documented philosophy and past decisions.
How do you build this brain? Where does it get the knowledge?
It's an intentional process, similar in a way to Fixer. You have to feed it. You upload everything. Old emails, training materials, recorded sales calls, internal documentation, your public content like blog posts or podcasts.
Okay, dump all the data in.
But then there's a critical second step. You explicitly organize and articulate your core beliefs, your company philosophy, your values, what really matters. How do you make decisions?
So it needs both the raw data and the structured principles.
Precisely. And then Buddy Pro uses all that deep context to tailor the answer. It considers who is asking the question, what their role is, and provides the information in a way that's relevant to them, but always aligned with the core company brain.
That sounds incredibly powerful for scaling culture and consistent decision-making.
It really is. Okay, final tool. Number 12 is Vapi. This one's admittedly a bit more technical.
Vapi, what is it?
It's what's called a voice API. An API is just a way for different software programs to talk to each other. Vapi specifically lets you build your own custom AI voice applications.
So not just using an off-the-shelf tool like Atlas, but building something specific.
Exactly. It gives your AI an actual phone number and the ability to have complex, realistic phone conversations, which you program it to do.
The source mentioned a pretty wild example, something about Rolexes.
Yeah, that was fascinating. Someone built a Vapi application where the AI literally called up dozens of used watch stores.
No way.
Yes, it automatically negotiated prices for specific Rolex models, asking about condition, trying to get a better deal, all based on programmed logic. And then it logged all the results, prices, store names, negotiation outcomes neatly into a spreadsheet, automatically.
Okay, that's impressive, but maybe a bit niche. What's a more common business use case?
Think about customer support calls.
Yeah.
Vapi could handle the initial incoming call.
Ah.
Step 1. Vapi answers, understands the customer's problem using natural language processing. Maybe they say, I need to check my order status.
Okay, common request.
Step 2. The AI checks the knowledge base or connects to the order system and solves the easy problems directly. Okay, I see your order. It's scheduled to arrive tomorrow. Problem solved. No human needed.
But what if it's complicated? Like, my order arrived, but it's broken.
Right. Step 3. If the AI can't solve it using its current knowledge, it seamlessly routes the call, along with all the context it already gathered, to the right human agent.
So the human doesn't have to ask all the basic questions again.
Exactly. But here's the crucial fourth step. The AI listens to how the human agent solves that complex problem. It learns from that interaction. It updates its own knowledge base. So next time a similar broken order issue comes up, maybe the AI can handle it, or at least handle more of it. It continuously improves, reducing the need for human intervention over time.
That self-improvement loop is key. Okay, final probing question for this section. Thinking about Buddy Pro, that deep, custom company brain, beyond just sales and support Q&A, what do you think is the most powerful, maybe transformative, long-term application for something like that?
The most powerful application. I think it's ensuring alignment, making sure that every decision made, big or small, today or 5 years from now, genuinely aligns with the founder's original vision, core strategy, and deeply held values, even as the company scales massively. That's true strategic coherence.
Yeah.
Hashtag, tag, go chain outro. Wow. Okay, so we just burned through 12 pretty powerful AI tools. And look, it's easy to hear all that and just feel overwhelmed.
Right.
So many options, where do you even start?
Absolutely. It can feel like you need to do everything at once.
But that's not the takeaway here. The key lesson is really about culture. It's about making AI part of how you operate, step by step. Success in this new era isn't going to happen overnight by implementing 12 tools tomorrow. It's about building momentum.
So the action plan we want you to take away is actually really simple and immediate. Don't try to boil the ocean. Just pick one. Pick just one tool from the list we talked about today. Maybe it's Granola for your meetings, maybe Atlas for speeding up lead response, maybe Gamma for making your presentations pop, whatever resonates most.
This one.
And then pull out your calendar right now or first thing tomorrow and block out 90 minutes. Just 90 minutes sometime this week dedicated purely to setting up and trying out that one tool. Get a small win. Feel the benefit.
That first step is everything. And here's a final thought to leave you with. If you don't make a conscious decision, like right now, today, to start becoming an AI-powered company,
Yeah.
then unfortunately, when we look ahead 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
there's likely going to be one clear winner in most markets. And it's going to be the company that embraced this stuff, the efficiency, the automation, the intelligence early on. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait until everyone else is doing it. Start today. Get that first tool implemented this week.